The proposal at the Ohio State House would require those owners of firearms to keep their guns locked up, even inside their own homes.
It just makes sense. If you're going to own a gun, store it safely.
Lock them up. That's what State Representative Bill Patman wants. House Bill 31 would make it law. Whether it be a school shooting or an accident, Patman says in most cases,
the guns come from home and they weren't safely stored. Don't we see the correlation? Don't we see what's going on in our society?
I think that resources would be better spent on education rather than legislation and litigation.
Some may call Buckeye Firearms President Jim Irvine a gun nut.
But I'm not. I'm a safety nut. I err on the side of a more complicated lock combination. If I didn't have kids in the house, it would go the other way.
Irvine says yet another law is not the answer.
And have we really changed the behavior of the negligent people who aren't doing stuff right in the first place? I don't think so.
Patman thinks he can, and he's got parents testifying for his bill. Parents like Jody Sandoval from East Columbus. Her reason?
Children, they're so curious. They're so curious. They're so smart.
Like her 14-year-old son, Noah. Really smart.
Really outgoing and extremely funny, and strong-willed person.
It was a hot July afternoon last year.
The 911 call was made at 12:29.
When Jody was called a half hour later,
I felt like I knew already that he was gone.
Noah was visiting a friend in Clintonville. They went into the grandparents' bedroom.
And that's where Levi found a gun behind the television, took the clip out, and accidentally shot Noah.
A direct shot to the chest. Seconds later, Noah was gone.
Adults, that's one thing, but we lose children, innocent children.
Because of Noah and others, Patman pushes on. Opponents push back. They want to save children too, but through education, not legislation.
It's a terrible, tragic, awful deal for that family. Will never recover from that. But it doesn't mean it should be punishable by a law. And at the end of the day, we've already got laws on child endangerment that are used against people who leave a gun in a reckless situation where a child gets hurt.
In fact, Irvine says this new proposal may prevent a life from being saved.
The harder you make it to get to that firearm,
the less likely a homeowner will be able to defend themselves.
Some say I can't get to it fast enough.
Can they? We put it to the test with the help of Sim Trainer Firearms Training Center. First, the traditional gun safe with the dial combination. From door to safe to gun. 33 seconds. What about the popular hand case? Each time we tried it, about 12 seconds. And our final test, the case with a key. That was the quickest. 9 seconds. Precious seconds.
That could very well end up costing you your life.
Gun rights advocate Brad Birchfield says there's another factor not present in these trials, stress. He agrees with other gun owners. Current laws are good enough.
If there is negligence on the gun owner, they will still be held accountable in a court of law.
So we don't really need this law. It's not solving any real problem. It's just kind of a feel-good thing.
In Noah's case, his friend spent 1 year on probation. No adult was charged.
Steps could have been taken to save my son's life. Very little money could have been spent to put a gun away, locked up.
A second hearing on this bill was just held at the State House from proponents of the bill. A third hearing will hear from opponents of House Bill 31. From the State House, Mike Kallmeyer, Fox 28 News.